Hey everyone, this is Dr. Paul, and this is my dog groomer friend, Christina. She's helping me out today. And so today I'm going to talk about why it's important to take care of your injuries as a dog groomer, because this prevents you from seeing more clients and prevents you from making more money. So we're going to cover some basic screenings that you can do to see what might be bothering you and how to correct them. First thing we're going to test is forearm and wrist range of motion and why it's important. If you're shearing all the time, this can be overused. So the first test we're going to do is Christina's going to put her arm against the wall. So you want the elbow and forearm flat. And what she's going to do is just pull right through here. So go ahead and take your hand and pull right through there. Just right there. You basically figure out if this is pulling or tightness. So relatively no symptoms whatsoever, just some stretch. And then you take the fingers, all fingers, even the pinky, and pull all the way down. How does that feel?
There's a little tension.
There's a little tension there. So you should get a little bit minor stretch. For the most part, though, that should just fall down nicely like Christina's was. If you're having a lot of symptoms, if you're having discomfort and radiating pain in the back of the wrist or pinching in the back of the wrist, hand numbness, that's a sign that there's a lot of dysfunction in the area and you need to get it checked out and get that fixed. So the next test we're going to check is how your neck range of motion is and your neck is moving. So the easiest way to do that is to stand with your heels against the wall, butt and back, and bring your chin up slightly. And what she's going to do is just tuck and slide her head against the wall. So that should be smooth and shouldn't have any symptoms whatsoever. If you have a lot of pain, discomfort, radiating pain into the trap, or just possibly headaches or anything, that is a sign that the neck isn't moving correctly and that it's got some dysfunction in it. And being hunched over and working on dogs all day and looking down, that's a really common compensation. So the last thing we're going to check is shoulder range of motion, and not having good shoulder range of motion puts a lot of strain obviously in the shoulders and rotator cuff area. And so the easiest way to do it is to turn face the other way, have someone watch and bring your shoulders up. And your biceps, as you bring the shoulders up, there should be relatively no symptoms, and they should touch the ears. Hers are relatively good. If you can look from the side, though, they're kind of pinched forward, and she even said that she's experiencing a little tightness on this left side here. So there's probably a little work we need to do with that. But so for the most part, they should be back here where you can see the ears or just covering the ears, and they should be able to touch the ears from the back here, just like that. So if you can't do that, or you have a lot of shoulder pain, or maybe you have shoulder symptoms already, that's a great test to look for. And if you can't touch your ears with your biceps and they're really pitched forward, that's a sign that your shoulders aren't moving correctly and you need to get them worked on. So those are the three most common compensations I see in my clinic with dog groomers and how it prevents them from doing their job, seeing less dogs, and not making as much money. And Christina has something that she'd like to share with you as well.
I've been a groomer for 18 years. I've also been a canine massage therapist for the last 4 years. All three of these tests I have failed, and Dr. Nottoli has worked very hard at improving my range of motion in each of those areas. I initially started seeing him for treatments a year ago, and I came to him with a whole slew of issues, and we have slowly hacked away at each one of those since they've been piling up for 17, 18 years now. And I came to him, I was missing days of work, I had slowed down on my grooming times, I was not performing up to the best standards, my quality of grooms had kind of gone down. So after several treatments, 15 minutes was all it took, and I already had several degrees of improvement in my range of motion in my neck, in my shoulders. I can't say enough good things about him. I am now adding more days to my work week. I have increased my income. I have also added on more clients for my massage business. And if you're a groomer or a bather, you're going to have these chronic overuse injuries as well. So I suggest that you nip it in the bud. Come in at any moment you have a sort of achy spot or some tension. Don't let it get all the adhesions that I let accrue, and Dr. Nottoli will help you be successful in your business.
That's it.